Okay, so like I promised, I am putting up some Drachenfest Australia videos. Just in case this is the first of my videos you've ever seen. Drachenfest, first of all, one of the biggest live action roleplay events in the world, normally in Germany. And to clarify further, live action roleplay is kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, but instead of like looking at sheets and a table, it's you in person with a bunch of other people actually doing the things. So the way it kind of feels to me is sort of like Westworld meets role models, with elements of like a Renaissance fair, so kind of a medieval thing normally. But there's all kinds of live action roleplay events out there. It's just good crack. Good, healthy escapism. Anyway, Drachenfest is like one of the biggest ones. So it originally took place in Germany, but has since ended up having like offshoot events or like spin-off events. So there's a Drachenfest US, and now there's a Drachenfest Australia. And the first one was in November 2024. So I'm a little bit late putting this up. Anyway, in case it's unclear, I don't actually live in Australia and I'm not from Australia. So I'm in Ireland, and Australia, bit of a trek. So the folks running Drachenfest Australia really want to emphasize that they want to facilitate as much as possible people coming from other countries to the event. So I feel like I'm like a prime example of like someone flying in, and they organize like a bus for people flying in and like kind of accommodation options. And to be honest, as someone who has trekked into the middle of nowhere, had to hitchhike one time, very appreciated. So just in the scenario that they do that in future, I want to put up this video that kind of loosely documents me getting to the event, just for if they do the same thing in the same way next year. Anyway, video. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I was gonna do like a whole, like, we just got to Melbourne. Way, look at Melbourne. But I've been on the road for 23 to 24 hours now straight. So I'm mad tired. I kind of want to take a nap for the whole day. So I was going to do a whole intro section, just being like, wow, we're heading to Drachenfest Australia, here we go. And doing a whole, load of B-roll footage or something. But turns out commuting for 24 hours straight is actually quite difficult. So I'm wrecked now. I'm really tired. So I think chronologically these videos are actually going to start like tomorrow when I'm getting the bus to Drachenfest and stuff. So let's just rush to that because I'm too tired for this. Right, okay. So now I wouldn't say well rested, but I've recovered a little bit. So just for anyone who doesn't know what's going on, I'm in Melbourne, Australia, for the Australian Drachenfest, and it's the first one they've run. So it's interesting. I'm not sure what to expect. I think because it's the first one in this part of the world, it'll probably be smaller. Also, I'm in like a random, very loud for some reason, fucking back alley, because I've not done videos in a while and I forget how to do it, and I'm very self-conscious, so I'm hiding from people. I'm kind of excited for it. I'm very excited for it. This is mad. I've never been this far for anything. So, just a little overview on how I got here. I might have said it already, but I had to fly into Heathrow, from Dublin to Heathrow, and then from Heathrow to fucking Dubai. And I was in Dubai for maybe like 20 minutes, and then I got on a plane to Australia. So that was a 2-hour flight, an 8-hour flight, and then a 13-hour flight, all back to back. So I'm surprised I did as well as I did. I thought I would be like still in pieces, but I'm feeling pretty good. I have also drank like 6 coffees now, so maybe I'll crash later. Okay, so the plan right now, just back on track. The plan right now is, so a really cool thing that Drachenfest Australia is doing is they have a bus for kind of international people or people who are flying in to get to site. So I'm about to go try grab a taxi or something, head to where the bus is picking people up, and then getting a bus to Drachenfest. I don't know, Drachenfest Oz, Drachenfest AUS, I don't know. This Drachenfest. That's one of the kind of already cool things. I don't think either, in my experience, neither of the other, like the US or the German Drachenfest, really does this kind of service. They tend to be like, look, if you really want to make it, you got to make your own way. Where this one, it's kind of cool that they would facilitate international players when they're not, you know, obligated to at all. Let's go get the bus and see how we get on. Okay, so I have a bit of waiting to do. I got here earlier than I needed, which I think is a good thing. It's always a sound strategy, get there before you need to, if I'm in the right place at all. So I went into a pub around the corner, because it's actually, it turns out Australia is warm, apparently. So yeah, we'll see. I'll get something probably not alcoholic to drink. Am I too close? There we go. Probably not alcoholic to drink. We'll see. And then I guess it's bus time. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna drink something. So I said probably not alcoholic. I didn't say definitely not. So, I'm on holiday, leave me alone. Okay, so this is I think this is the spot. So this is I think this is like the end of Russell Street, and it turns into a little like roundabout down there. I think that's where the bus is. This is not the bus in question. So just in case they do this again in future, this is building's called the NGV. I think it's some kind of gallery, perhaps National Gallery Victoria, possibly. Totally guessing. I'm bad at acronyms. But yeah, I think this is the place, and if it's not, I got a little bit of waiting to do. So if it's not the place, I'm screwed. Okay, well, you in focus? You in focus? Okay, you're in focus. So bus is here, the Drachen bus, and we're about to head off now. Oh, I don't know if you can hear me over the train. We're gonna chance it. So there's a couple of Singaporean players that I just met that are also getting the bus. I think we have to pick up some folks from the airport, and then we make our way to the site. I'm not sure how long the trip is, but yeah, so far so good. It did turn up outside this gallery building, so I don't know, let me stretch out a little bit. So if anybody's coming in future, and if it's in the same place and they're doing the bus pickups thing, more than likely, I'm guessing it'll be in front of this gallery building. If they change it and I remember, I'll try change it. I'll change it I'll put it in the description if it's not in the same place. I don't know if I'll remember to do that. Alright, okay, we're gonna fucking head off to Drachenfest now. It was about what, like a 2-hour trip. It was actually quite enjoyable, quite nice scenery. The bus was very comfortable. Would recommend. Now, just got to find out where my camp is, where my tent is, and see how like checking in and stuff works. So we'll go do that now, and then we're good to go. I think then the hardest part of the trip is over. Okay, so with booking tents, at this event, it was I went through a company called Swell Tents. I think there's a couple of different companies, but Swell Tents had like an official Drachenfest page where you can book for it, and they do a whole like glamping setup, which I think means they give you all the bedding as well. So I haven't looked into the tent yet, but this is it. That's all my stuff. There's flies everywhere, and we're gonna have a look, and we're gonna see what it's like. So take my bag off. Hold on. God. Okay, where's the other fucking zip? Here somewhere. Fucking, come on. There we go. Okay, here we go. Da-da-da-da. Did the camera just turn off? No, okay, it's working. I very much like the mat. This is kind of nice. I appreciate it. Oh, and they give you a big fucking lantern as well. I went and bought a little one. This is cool. Hold on, let me see. I don't know how to turn it on yet, but that's cool. This is kind of nice. Hold on, let me do a little bed test. Okay. It's firm but comfortable. Cool. So, that's it. I like this. Get the camera strap out of the way. The mat is actually, it's a nice touch. Okay, right, I'm gonna unpack a little bit now, and then catch my breath, and hold on, go back outside. Okay, so that's the tent. Quite nice. I'm gonna move all my bags and stuff in now. everyone's still kind of getting set up, and I think people are still kind of arriving and stuff. So I think I'm gonna hit the bathroom, then have maybe like a bit of a wander, and we'll see what we find. So yeah, let's go do that. So I've been wandering around for a little bit. It seems, I think the build team has already like done a chunk of stuff, so they've sort of wrapped up their part of things, but the camps are still kind of getting put together. So I'm trying to get bits and pieces of people putting their camps together. Still a bit just kind of chaotic right now, so I'm not sure if I'll use any of this. But yeah, I don't know, it's early days still. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully, if they do the bus thing in future, which I hope they do because it was very handy, people can watch this video in future and know where to get the bus and what to expect. So I'll leave the video there. I have 2 or 3 other ones to go up that are kind of just overviews of how certain parts of the event went. I can't remember exactly what they are right now, sitting here, because I didn't write anything down, because I'm bad at videos. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to leave it there, and I will talk to you in the next one.